I see a lot of players wanting to go, in this offseason, a lot of players are going to want to go to the Fever.
The Indiana Fever recently accomplished the unthinkable. They went from being the league's punching bag to becoming the WNBA's top free agent destination. Caitlin Clark. It's clear that a perfect storm is developing in Indiana that is drawing the attention of every elite athlete searching for a new home.
This time it's very obvious. They need depth, they need defense, and they're trying to win right now. They cannot really bridge things any longer.
Before we break it down, please remember to subscribe to the channel. In this video, we'll share what 10 top free agents truly think about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. These aren't just role players. We're talking about all-stars and former champions who could take the team from playoff contenders to the top in one season. We also have a bonus 11th name on our list, which is so unexpected that it might just blow the internet.
Are you in a position where you can add some pieces?
Yes, we are. We're definitely in a position, and I would think that if you are a smart basketball player and you watch the way she plays, you would want to play with her.
For 7 seasons, Kelsey Mitchell has been the Indiana Fever's driving force, but as an unrestricted free agent, her future with the team is in jeopardy. The franchise has been rocked by Mitchell's possible exit, but once Caitlin Clark joined, things have drastically changed, and they are now excellent partners both on and off the court. There is no denying Mitchell's offensive firepower. Imagine that scoring punch combined with Clark's playmaking abilities. She averaged 19.2 points per game last season, including a scorching run of 19 20-plus point games throughout the season. Although this backcourt combo would keep rival coaches awake at night, what does Mitchell actually consider?
A little bit more shine and getting the recognition that you deserve, but maybe weren't necessarily getting before.
No, that's a great question. I think that I think the reality of it is that I don't think people would know without C-squared, so shout out to Caitlin. That's just the reality. I think she's done an unbelievable job of bringing, obviously her own fans and people that support her. But, for me, I kind of laugh at it and I embrace it at the same time because I've always kind of flew under the radar. I've always kind of been that person or that player, very conservative, very an introvert. So now I get to see the flip side of it. And it's kind of funny. I can laugh about it because I know it's come from a genuine place, but I embrace it from a standpoint of like people not guaranteed to see me play, and now that they do, I just hope I do right.
The Fever can offer core Mitchell a supermax deal of roughly $250,000 for the upcoming year and exclusive bargaining rights if they want to retain their homegrown star.
You've changed the world in so many ways. You've done it with so much grace. And I'm so happy to take the floor with you, to be a part of this experience.
Fans are dreaming big thanks to Mitchell and Clark's ongoing partnership. But there's an even more exciting prospect in the works. A 9-time All-Star with a championship background is considering her options. What would her arrival signify once more for? Fans are dreaming big thanks to Mitchell and Clark's ongoing partnership, but there's an even more exciting prospect in the works. A 9-time All-Star with a championship background is considering her options. What would her arrival signify once more for?
I mean, I thought that they were professional, like as anyone at this level would be. I'm always impressed by the two of them. I think it was also really fun to see them playing together tonight. They had some synergy and the maturity that they have going in, not even just being here at All-Star.
She has already acknowledged Clark's influence, saying that you cannot dispute it. Just think of the potential when you combine Clark's thrilling play with Neska's versatility and championship experience. Experience winning championships is priceless, but what if the real X factor for the Fever is youth and potential? Her current squad won't let her leave without a battle. Go into Satu Sabali. Here is Satu expressing her admiration for Clark and the Fever fan base in Indiana and beyond. The Dallas Wings unicorn, who has been turning heads throughout the league at just 25 years old, had a breakout season in 2023, averaging an incredible 19.44 points, 8.4 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per game. Her versatility on both ends of the court earned her a second All-Star selection.
It's missed by Odyssey. Half-court heave. Welcome back, Sub 2.
Sports but. Here's where things get interesting. Sabally recently signed with WNBA Sports, the same agency that represents Aaliyah. Boston, this connection has Fever fans buzzing about the possibility of uniting these two young talents. And remember, Amber Cox, the new Fever GM she was. Sabal's old boss. Imagine a front court featuring Boston's dominance in the paint and Sabal's ability to stretch the floor and defend multiple positions.
Caitlin is an amazing generational talent, and she's going to do amazing things. But Caitlin is the face right now, and that's also good. She's selling out gyms. Why would you hate against that? We had a sold-out home opener. I think it was a practice game, like it wasn't even serious. We benefited from that because now we have all our fans there, and they're excited, and you have new people coming into a market. She is her own economy, and that is amazing because she's the reflection of what should happen in women's.
So although the Fever may have their sights set on an even more thrilling tandem than a possible Sabally-Boston pairing, what if Indiana were to get a player who not only rivals Caitlin Clark's three-point ability, but also adds championship experience? You know, the Las Vegas Aces cap constraint might pave the way for a move that would completely alter the power dynamics in the NBA.
There were way too many Caitlin fans, and I heard but like, it just kudos because it's amazing to see so many people in women's basketball jerseys. It's amazing to see the excitement and the joy that comes out of that.
Now for Kelsey Plum, the sharpshooter who has been dominating the league scoreboards. Plum's three-point accuracy is astounding, and in 2023, Beyond the Arc had a scorching 41.4% success rate, but it's not just about volume. Plum's shown that she can remain effective even when taking a lot of shots by averaging 5.3 attempts each game. Here, Plum discusses how she has helped Clark reach her major academic achievements.
You know, I've been in this program.
Caitlin Clark! Caitlin Clark!
I love it. I don't even remember that.
With players like Ajah Wilson and Jackie Young already committed, the AC may have to make some difficult choices due to the possible salary cap squeeze. Plum might end up being the odd woman out. In this case, the Fever could strike and add a successful player to their team.
Kelsey, you have been so unbelievably gracious. Caitlin's father, Brent, wanted me to thank you for the help that you gave his daughter and family navigate all these eyes, all this pressure. How were you so gracious in this moment?
You know, I think that for me, when I was in that position, I just wanted some love. And I think that, you remember how you feel and you try to pass it on. And I know that, whoever comes next, Caitlin will remember that and she'll do the same.
Wow, how Gabby Williams, a defensive dynamo, may be the final component of Indiana's championship puzzle. But here's the twist. What if her sparse 2024 WNBA play wasn't a setback, but rather the prelude to an incredible comeback? Offense sells seats, defense wins championships. Williams' 2024 WNBA season was short, with just 12 games played, games because of international obligations, but don't be fooled by those stats. Over that brief period, she averaged 10.3 points for 0.0 rebounds and 3.7 assists per game, demonstrating her versatility. Just picture her and Caitlin performing these moves on consecutive possessions.
Plum, nasty step back, and the hit from deep. Wow.
Tammy Fagan-Lay's season in 2024 with the Indiana when healthy, Fever's defense struggled mightily without her, finishing with the second-worst defensive rating in the league at 107.5 points allowed per 100 possessions. However, when on the court, Bennell dramatically improved Indiana's overall defensive rating, demonstrating her ability to anchor the team's defensive schemes. Fever was a wild ride, with injuries to her shoulder, thumb, and foot limiting her to just 22 games. This is Tammy expressing her affection for Caitlin and the squad.
Can prevent that tonight. Gabby Williams with the pick. Oh, behind the back to Jewel. Hello! Showtime on a Wednesday night.
But Cowan, who couldn't finish, behind the back again for Clark. Give her another assist and a chance for a three-point.
The crucial concern at this point is whether Ben L's health will let her to play regularly. If so, she may be able to turn the team's defense from a weakness into a strength. The team's desire to have her return shows how important she is to their long-term success.
This is a place where players can come and get better and be surrounded by an organization that supports you, where they're going to have everything they need to be successful.
The Fever may have found their missing component in Odyssey Sims, a guard who formerly averaged 17 points per game. What led to her removal from All-Star status, and why are teams now vying for her signature? Defense wins championships, but you still need to score points.
Bentley tips it away and off and running. Caitlin Clark wins the pass, thread the needle. My good.
The Sims journey, although the WNBA has been a wild ride, she has played for 6 different teams in 8 years, demonstrating her versatility and tenacity. However, it is her most recent performances that have drawn interest from teams in 2012 who are trying to strengthen their backcourt. During a stint with the Dallas Wings, Sims showed that she still had plenty of energy left in her tank by scoring 17.2 points per game on a hardship contract. She then went on to start 10 games for the Los Angeles Sparks and averaged 10.8 points, finishing the season with a career-high 52% field goal percentage. Odyssey expressed her admiration for Clark and the Fever during a post-game conference.
I'm just very proud of this whole team for how we persevered throughout the season, especially from the beginning, how we started, to now. It's just a story of growth, of resilience, of kind of just strength and figuring it outness, you know? I always say, like, we're not perfect, but we found a way to achieve our goal.
Caitlin Clark's game might benefit greatly from Sims' playmaking abilities and scoring touch because she can create her own shot and assist others, relieving pressure on the rookie phenom. However, stats aren't everything. As the Fever stacks their roster with proven talent, Sims contributes invaluable experience and a desire to prove herself. One name keeps coming up in whisper discussions. She has overcome hardships to represent her nation and is now at a crossroads. Could this Canadian sensation be the final link to Indiana's championship hopes? Enter following a severe ACL injury, Kia Nurse, a skilled shooting guard with extensive international experience. After being sidelined by terror for the whole 2022 season, Nurse battled her way back to the court in 2023. Her comeback was a monument to her tenacity and will to regain her place among the WNBA's best, not just a story of personal redemption.
Catherine, darling! I am so proud of you. Congratulations on Rookie of the Year. So very well deserved. You've shown that not only do you belong, but you're here to stay.
Imagine a backcourt where Clark's lightning-fast passes find Nurse spotting up beyond the arc, ready to remake threes on unwary defenses. Nurse's leadership on the Canadian national team has been nothing short of extraordinary, and her performances in international competitions have cemented her reputation as a clutch player who thrives under pressure. During the 2024 WNBA season, Nurse displayed her three-point prowess, posting a career-high 48% effective field goal percentage.
Accolades, she's Rookie of the Month, Player of the Month, back-to-back Player of the Week, as she has put forth.
Tina Charles, once the most powerful force in women's basketball, stands at a crossroads as the perimeter of the Fever takes shape, and a titan of the hardwood watches from a distance. What could persuade this living legend to team up with Caitlin Clark in order to possibly change WNBA history and finally win a championship during her illustrious career?
I mean, everybody's been watching Caitlin. She's a great player. She's playing at a very high level, especially with her assists. Like, there's a lot of shots she turned down because she was looking for her teammates. I mean, that just speaks volume of how she is as a player. I don't know her as a person, but she's a great player. What she does, what she's been doing since game one till now. Got nothing but respect for her. She did her thing
The journey
tonight.
of Tina Charles. Charles has
awesome
made
all
an
around.
indelible impression on the WNBA as a former MVP and 8-time All-Star. However, in recent years, she's been moving between teams in an attempt to win that elusive championship. Her stats, however, reveal that she is still a player who is far from finished. Throughout the 24 season, Charles averaged 16.6 points and 7.6 rebounds per game.
Great to see Caitlin kind of step into our league, and she's definitely put up some numbers. She's had a couple of growing pains here and there too, but all of us went through that as a rookie.
Why Charles is such a fascinating. Charles has played with young stars before helping the Washington Mystics and Phoenix Mercury make it to the playoffs. Her leadership and expertise may be vital for a young team on the rise, and her on-court production is just one aspect of the exciting prospect. Speaking of leadership, one player the team is considering resigning is Erica Wheeler, the undrafted guard who is named an All-Star MVP with Indiana and is a free agent. Her versatility allows her to play a variety of positions, giving Indiana the flexibility they need as they build around Clark and their young corp. This Wheeler describes her connection to Clark.
But protecting your space is huge, and especially because there is so much kind of on her shoulders, and I think, she'd have to handle it in a quick span of time too. You don't even really get a lot of time to digest that. Your college career is done, because then you get drafted, then you get thrown in the dump.
More than just a heartwarming tale, Wheeler's tenure with the Fever is filled with history, including highs and lows, and a never-say-die mentality that has made her a fan favorite. It offers consistency and inspiration for.
Yeah, the energy that we're getting, the reception, the eyes that we're getting on us, it's amazing. And it's just because of that new generation that's coming in.
However, let's speak about the numbers. She is among the most paid players in the league, and it's simply too much for someone who sits on the bench. Will she be prepared to forego money for further guaranteed years? Or perhaps the Fever leads to a coaching position.
Obviously, we know who Caitlin Clark is and what she's been her impact in this league and especially this year. So however we can get it, I'll take it for me personally. So just thankful that I'm able to be a part of it and still be here to see.
In the long run, you return to this franchise to assist them return to the playoffs as a player and a leader. I realize there are higher objectives, but to have achieved that what?
All we do is have fun. With Caitlin Clark, who never takes anything serious, I tell people all the time, she's really a kid at heart.
Here is Diana Taurasi, a free agent as well, hugging Caitlin after one of their final games. As the season went on, Taurasi truly warmed up to Clark.
They're lighthearted, so they allow us to have fun. But there's moments where we need to be serious, and we are serious, but majority of the time we having fun because you gotta understand the outside world was really trying to get inside this building. We just didn't let it. And having fun is a great way to kind of keep that up.
As a parting present, picture a seasoned Taurasi, renowned for her scoring prowess and Mamba attitude, tutoring a young Clark. This is sure to draw attention. With Caitlin Clark leading the squad and a roster full of potential, the Indiana Fever are poised for greatness. They are not only rebuilding.
When you think big picture, you came back to this franchise to ultimately help them get back to the playoffs as a leader and as a player. And I know there are bigger goals, but to have accomplished that, what does it mean to you?
It just shows the type of group that we had that, the start didn't look very promising and how it just was able to just capitalize on the break and just make a run and really just play some great basketball. It just shows the work that we all put in. So for me to come back and witness that, it's probably one of the best feelings.
They are reloading, and the free agents we have talked about have the ability to make this team an immediate contestant. Imagine a roster including Clark's shooting and playmaking skills. The interior presence of Kelsey Mitchell's scoring Nneka after Sutta Sabal's all-around play and Aaliyah Boston's supremacy in the paint. Lexi is the first player off the bench to make 3 points.
It's amazing. What Caitlin's been able to do in her short career so far has just been nothing short of remarkable. The one thing that I really love about her, she loves the game. You can tell she's put the work in. And even, throughout, her short WNBA career, it's been a lot of pressure, a lot of things thrown at her. And, she keeps showing up and keeps getting better every single game. So her future is super bright. And, being a veteran and being in this league for a long, long time, it's pretty cool to see that and, going into the future.
Pointers. Safe momentum. The league as a whole is taking notice of this recipe for success. But it's not just about the names on paper. It's also about the culture change in Indiana. Players want to be a part of this movement because the Fever isn't just offering a paycheck. It's also giving them the opportunity to make history as the pieces come together. One question still stands. Are we seeing the emergence of the next dynasty in the WNBA? Please let us know in the comments by turning on all notifications and subscribing so you don't miss anything. We'll see you in the next one after you click the video on the screen.